Hello, I'm Linda Ann at Studio ABC. I'm a video creator for ColourArte. Welcome to ColourArte's first ever video hop. Today I'll be painting with vivid ultrametallics to create this little autumn creature. I'm going to work on a canvas tote bag today, so the first thing I'm going to do is put my paper down on the tote bag and draw a little sketch to be sure that it's the right size. I have a stiffer piece of paper underneath this just to so that I won't be drawing with that tote bag canvas. It's easier to draw on something smooth. Something I discovered about myself is that for years I have made little sketches and patterns and cut them out, and I don't always follow the exact lines when I'm cutting them out because I seem to be able to draw with scissors better sometimes than I do with a pencil. So I'm cutting this out as a guideline, placing it on my page. I didn't actually draw any at the bottom. I'll just draw that freehand. I know that it's going to fit now. And the main thing is that it fit on the canvas bag correctly. This is some texture medium that I'm going to mix with my acrylic paint that I'm going to use. I'm going to use a very inexpensive flat black acrylic paint because I know that vivid looks very good when you use it against black. I'll fill in the entire little fox with black like a silhouette. I'm leaving some of the major lines like down around its tail up in that right hand corner. I'm leaving them white or the color of the canvas, not painting them in, just so I can see where the major lines go. And I made a boo-boo right by the ear. I got a little bit of paint outside the ear, so I'm letting this become my best friend. Mistakes become your best friends in art quite often. And I'm going to put just a little shadow on this side. I'll come back and work on it a little more later. All I did was wash out that little boo-boo with a little bit of very thin watery paint. So now I'm starting to fill in some of the leaf shapes with some of the vivid. And my best advice on vivid is to layer it. Mix those colors and layer it. I'm going to put down a flat color first. The metallic that I'm beginning with is Ginger Peach. I'm spreading it out across the composition so that the color is balanced. But this is a base color that I'm using. It won't be the only base color I use. I'm also using Lemongrass as a base color. This is almost a yellow color with just a hint of green in it, so it makes a perfect fall color. I'm also loosely filling in the tops of the acorns with this color. While I have this lemongrass color on my brush, I'm going to hit those ginger peach leaves. I don't completely cover them under. Just a few highlights. You can also mix colors, and I'm going to alter this lemongrass color by using just a little bit of blue Bayou. And when mixing that blue and yellow, the green that I got is a very bright color, but it's going to work for me because, again, this is a base coat. So I'm putting it in around the leaves. It forms other leaves behind these to give some perspective. Let's see what kind of green we can make if we mix this teal zircon with some of the lemongrass. To me, this is a more pleasant green for fall, a softer green. I did mix texture medium with all of these colors, and when you do that, texture medium's white, so you're not seeing too much of the mica until it dries because texture medium dries clear. But it makes the colors a little bit milky when they first go on, but that's not going to be a problem. I really like that color, so I'm touching up these other greens with that same color. My base coat for the acorns is Solar Gold. And I'll go ahead and tap some of that right into the top part of the acorn also. And after I get those base coats on, that's when the fun really begins for me because I start mixing all of these colors together, one layer over another layer, the oranges, the reds, the yellows over each other, just to my heart's content until I like the way it looks. On the acorns, I'm going over them with Emperor's Gold. I went back to Solar Gold to do some highlights, and I got them a little heavy, but this isn't a problem because all you have to do is take some of that black paint and wipe it out if you don't like it. Since I made that little boo-boo earlier on the black and used it as a shadow outside of the fox on his left, I'm going to make sure that most of the right side has the most highlights, because that will be my light source. After I get all those basic colors down, it is so much fun for me because I like to work back and forth. It's like I work with the black for a little while, I work with the Solar Gold for a little while, back and forth until I get what I want. Just like I do on the leaves and the acorns. Just keep adding color and without thinking about really what it is, just kind of like, okay, I need a color here, I need a little more brightness here. And I guess I really do think about it, but here I'm going in between the Solar Gold and the black with some Emperor's Gold. Now it has kind of a little purplish cast to it, but when it dries it all blends together really nicely. Okay, little fox, time to get rid of those ghostly eyes. You notice they're not exactly the same, but that's okay because as I adjust, I can fill in with black around them to make them more of the same size. I'm using both Solar Gold and Emperor's Gold on the eyes. The face while I'm letting the eyes dry a little bit. By the way, I'm working in my new studio ABC in Coweta, Oklahoma, and I think the lighting is so much better here without even buying new lighting. It's just working so much nicer than what I had at home. At home, there just wasn't room to do things, and I had to tear down cameras and set them up every time, and here I'm going to be able to have a stationary place to put them. I'm really thrilled. Can't wait to open my doors. We're going to have a grand opening on November the 12th. Hopefully I'll have the doors open before then, though. I kind of have my classroom straightened up where I'm making this video, but the whole building is just kind of a wreck right now. I'm painting and doing a lot of things to it, painting the walls. So I'm a very busy but very happy artist. I want to remind you that this is the ColourArte video hop, first ever video hop for ColourArte. And when you finish watching my video, all you have to do to find out all the information about the giveaway, ColourArte's giving away on each video, they're giving away some of the vivid paints that I'm using here today. And when you finish the video, just go down to the description box. You'll probably need to click on Show More. And on the first link, the first video link in the description box, you click that. And it'll take you to the very next artist in the hop. And when you come back to where you began in the hop, you'll know that you've finished all of the videos. So be sure that you make a comment on every single video that you watch, because that'll give you more opportunities to win. When you go to that next artist's video, you don't have to keep up with where you are and click on the second link. You click on the first link again. We've got it all laid out for you so that every time you go to a video, all you have to do is click on that first link and you're hopping to the next one. And also be sure to read all the information on the giveaway. I want to remind you of that again because this is, it's worth over $30 on each channel. The final vivid color that I used on this composition was red poinsettia. I'm just about finished with all the layers, so all I have to do now is let it dry. My final step will be to use a Sharpie to outline everything. And it's a nice soft painting like it is, but the Sharpie just sharpens it up. It makes it a little more contrast and a little more... I just think it's more exciting with the lines around it. I'm outlining everything. I didn't really have to, but you'll see the difference in the results when I finish. All done. Time for my signature. Remember, comment below before you click on that first link to go to the next artist, because you definitely want to be entered in this contest to win the Vivid. Join my Facebook group. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. It really helps us when you share the videos and give us a thumbs up also. Thank you for watching.